Follow the ball. Okay. First good time for McCallie and Blue Tornado ought to be on paper a great matchup. Both teams have seen it up and seen it half the difference. The only difference being the Bears have played. And the Blue Tornado are 2-2.
Shot, but he don't, and it's going to be returned on the and D makes it with a steal. What an incredible effort. Looks like DK Metcalf out there chasing back interceptions. Oh man, it's so close. He almost had everyone on a poster, but he just couldn't complete. Trevor Carpenter with the moves, though. We all already knew he had it. Oh, he has 13 wide open, but he can't make it. Right now, if the ball would be their star player, Bajert would be. He is from France, and he is quite the prolific scorer. You know, he makes 56% of his shots from the field. Oh, look back the other way. This has been a problem we've had in the first quarter. Lots of charges by this McCallie offense. The student section, even in the first quarter, has been down here chanting, "You can't do that," and really, they need to learn because they have not learned from the student section or the refs. Oh, man, that's like the second or third shot Trevor's been an inch away from knocking down, but we should have ourselves a good game here. 9-8. Welcome back live from the start of the second quarter. We will begin 9-8 McCallie, but Bears ball and a chance to steal the lead. Going to do a little bit of tossing around. They're just feeling around this defense, seeing if they can find a hole to take advantage of. And there's no person better doing that than Trevor Carpenter, who averages over 10 points a game. And he is really, really popping off. Every game he shows up and has performances that most high schoolers would dream of. 15 for 3. Oh, I missed it. Been a lot of almost threes this game, but not very many actual threes. We had one to start us off and haven't had one since. But we will have a trip to the line for Jackson Ari, who had our first points of the afternoon. May have our newest ones as well if he can hit either of these shots. Oh, and he'll miss the first one. Well, if he does such things again, we'll have to resort to McCallie's rebounding, and if so, McCallie actually has two of the better rebounders in the state right now, as the tandem of Bryce Kilbrew and Ryan Wingard are two of the better rebounders I've ever seen. Wow, and as I say that, Bradley actually gets an offensive rebound on him. Nice. Anyway, these two players average 5 rebounds a game, but they're really good tandem because they're both good at something different when it comes to the aspects of rebounding. When it comes to Bryce Kinnebrew, he's more of a defensive specialist. While, nope, nothing. Who's it going to be? I think it's going to be Bears ball. Anyway, while alternatively, good old Ryan Wingard, he's more of an offensive rebound specialist, as he averages about 3 offensive rebounds per game, 6 in total, and the other, number 3, Killebrew, averages 5 defensive rebounds a game, but still 6 in total. We've seen it so far today, actually, as we've watched Killebrew get rebound after rebound on defense, then go down on the other half of the court and see Wingard do his thing. If we want to win the board today, that would be the goal, but it would help us if we would make shots. That's another shot from 3 that we've missed, and it helps. The other team ain't doing very good from 3 either, but we'll have to hit one eventually if we're going to keep shooting them. Oh. Man, couldn't get his own rebound, and it's going to go back the Bears' way, which I love. This has been a defensive game. Really. Look, it's 9-8, and we're 10 minutes in. There have been more minutes passed than scored for each team. That's just wild. It's not something you see a lot, especially not in this sport. He seems to have D on the outside to pass it in. They have Trevor on the perimeter. Jackson already trying to get open, but he's very teamed. Of course, they're going to give it back to Trevor. That's who they originally tried to get open in the first place. Nice screen, but it won't get open. That was not a good attempt at a pass. That was almost a turnover, really. It's kind of scary, but Trevor to the basket. Oh, he overshot. Put a little too much oomph on it while he's on his way to the ground. What a pass. He faked out everyone. Not how we wanted that to go. They're going to extend their lead to 3. If we could knock down one of those 3s I was talking about, that'd be really useful right about now. Actually, already to Trevor. Oh. Man, these are some risky passes. This team needs to breathe, settle down. It's a little early for a timeout, but I mean, I'd consider calling one. There have been quite a few passes that, make the student section wince a little bit, scared of a turnover. Like, if that was an accurate pass, then that right there is an easy 3-point shot. He might not have made it, but it would have been open. Those are the kind of opportunities we'd have to beat a team like McCallie. And we were really just about 1 or 2 opportunities of such ways of beating an incredible team like that last week. Like, we played a you could argue a top 10 team in the state last week. They were at the end of the year last year. And we took them to the final minute. It ended up just being a 2-point game in the end. It was really, really, really intriguing. That team that we played was Webb County, by the way. 68-66. We lost that game, but in my opinion, if you could be within 2 points of being a top 10 team, the Bears are capable of beating anyone. We got a 33-on-33 matchup. I love watching players guard their own number. For whatever reason, it's satisfying. Oh, see, I mean, that could have been a charge. They are playing almost overly physically. I don't like saying that. I love watching athletes put their whole body into it, but you can't be causing fouls like that. There's a reason the foul ratio is 6-2 right now. Oh. Man, I cannot believe he got that pass out of there. He looked boxed. But, oh! That's going to be a foul, I'm assuming. Yeah. He's good. Their best shooter's going to go to the line. Oh, no, they won't go to the line. They're going to pass it back in. Oh, it's a steal, but it's going to go back the other way as he couldn't keep it in bounds. That was really close to being a momentum swing of a play, but it was just one little foot out of bounds that caused everything to go back the way it already had. I feel it's my job here to point out we are halfway through this quarter and we've scored 2 points. This is really astounding. This has been a slugfest for basketball. Oh, man, what a good rebound from, well, not literal rebound, but a rebound for what was a horrendous pass. 13 from 3, and it's going to bounce out. 33, Jackson Ari manages to come up with the rebound. Taylor from 3, and he missed it too. That's what I'm saying. No one's knocking down threes, and that's really why the score looks the way it does. Another attempt from 3. That one will also be missed. Maybe I should just copy and paste. As we've seen the last couple of times, D will inbound it for us. Likely that Taylor or Ari. Ari will continue up the court, so it will be to Taylor. And he has the capability to be an explosive playmaker. Taylor can make all kinds of things happen, whether it be on defense, the board, or just with his scoring ability. But Ari shows off his ability under the bucket. He makes a great paint point. They're keeping the possession alive, and really it's astounding. They must have took note from the last couple of games. Oh, that's going to be a backcourt violation. Let's get back to the Bears. That's not one you see a whole lot, but it happened. Court awareness is very important. You know, you hear people talk about this in hockey and football all the time, but basketball can be more than anybody because it's hard to see these baselines sometimes. It's really easy to step over one, have a turnover go one way or a back court go another. It's really easy to lose things like that. Oh, and that's going to be another one at the lead. Jackson Ari on a run. And a turnover. Taylor from 3. Oh, wrong number, not Taylor. That would, in fact, be A.J. Williams. But Ari's going to continue his streak. Wow. This has been an aggressive Bears defense. Oh! They may have prevented the highlight, but they still got away with points. We still have the lead, though. We just got to defend it. A little insurance never hurt. D trying to get free. Pass it off to Caden. He's going to take a 3. And he's going to miss. Rebounded by Killenbrew, which is a little predictable. Passes it around. Number 5 for the 3, and he's going to drain it. We're going to lose our lead. We'll be down by 2. Can we take it back? Taylor taking it down the court, staring the defense in the eyes. That's going to be a foul. I believe it's going to be 2 free throws for A.J. Williams. Yeah. Oh, no, it will not be A.J. taking the free throws. It will be Marcius Daniel taking the free throws. And this game is a 1-point game. I'll be honest with you folks, after seeing the junior varsity team get run out of their own building, I really didn't expect this, but this has been incredible. A great first half. And now a tied one with a minute left. They give the ball to the star player, Boucher, down the court. Try to spray out this defense. Oh, travel. We're going back the other way. Turnover. You know, turnovers is what did them in their last big opportunity. They recently played a top 10 team from Alabama State, Scottsboro, and turnovers is what did them in. I mean, it was really a humiliating game. By halftime, it was 21-5, and the Blue Tornadoes looked like an EF1. What made it even worse was that the turnover ratio was very, very bad. Like, they lost the turnover battle by 16 turnovers. It was why they lost the game, and why it looked so bad, too. If they want a shot at winning this game, they'll have to improve that part of their game, and so far, it just hasn't looked like it. And we're back. Trevor Carpenter going to take it up the court. Pass it around. He's going to get it right back. Screen opportunity. Doesn't really work out. He might take the 3 anyway, and he will. He really thought about it, but he'll go first 3 of the game, and he drained it. And that'll be essentially at the buzzer as we'll go into halftime up 3 at home against a really good McCallie team. This is an impressive half. He's got to keep it up. One more half to go here from Jen Smitty right after the break. Welcome back live from Jim Smitty Arena. It may not be as much of a blowout as McCallie's last halftime, but at least it's way more entertaining. It is 19-16 Bears over the Blue Tornado to start the second half here at the Jim Smitty. The Blue Tornado will have a chance to spark an EF5 and tie this up with a 3 here. You'll have to, actually get it first. And threes have been hard to come by this game. We've only had a couple, so it'd be some real breaking ground if they could tie it with a 3 here. Oh, that was a horrendous pass. I don't know if you saw it, but man, that was bad. He tried to get off finesse and pass that crap behind the back, but it just didn't go where he thought it would. There wasn't a man, some sort of miscommunication. Jackson Ari's been on a tear so far this game. Can he keep it up is the question. Terry with some points. Man, he almost had that to go in. It just didn't make it. May I point out how hilarious that is? That ref just pointed at the other ref and was like, bro, you missed that. That's great. I hope that happens again, personally. That should happen more often. There should be more refs being angry at one another. It doesn't happen enough. Refs make such bad calls, you'd figure there'd be more ref-to-ref fighting on the field. But there's just not. They went for a fast break attempt, and it was quickly aborted by Bots, as he apparently saw something that just was pretty impenetrable. They're going to have to try to open up a hole slowly. Just slowly pick away. That's a foul. Which way are we going? Are they really about to call that on the Bears? How is that a Bears penalty? Now, I'm asking my cameraman if he saw something I didn't, because he's got a zoom and I don't. But, I don't know. What a layup. I wish it wouldn't have happened, but I mean, that was some talent. We've seen Bajert with the talent all night, not as much as some teams have gotten it this year, because, whoa, man. There was a baby stroller that about got taken out with that pass. I'm glad that baby's safe. I've watched too many baseball games of babies getting slammed in the face with foul balls for that to go in a way that is, predictably well. What a turnover. He kept it in bounds. And then he's going to draw the foul. Bots going to rack up some more points. Sending him to the line. And we have a 3-point lead now. We could make it a 2-possession lead. I'm not sure we've had one of them yet. Have we had?
Not yet.
Yeah, we haven't had a multiple possession. Oh, he'll make one of them. He'll make one of them. It's all right. I have faith in him. He's a good player. He starts for a reason. There you go. A 2-possession lead in Jim Smitty. Go Bears. But we got to hang on to it now. Oh, okay. Nothing really changed. You know what you just saw happen, you get to see it happen again. That's what just changed. Do a little bit of tossing around. Man, that looked like a really good 3 opportunity for who it was, Shulman, but he just didn't take it. With the Euro step in the lane. 2-point game. Trevor Carpenter going to take it out of the court. Daniel all the way back to Trevor after a lot of passing. Taylor and is going to miss it. Foul. That's going to be 2 shots for Botts. He made 1 last time. Let's see if he can go 2 for 2. You know, that box out, this will be a really underrated play because people focus on scores and rebounds. But if you go back and watch that replay, the foul that was drawn on the Botts had no capability of happening if you don't watch Jackson Ari's box out of a defender that had the wide open rebound. He ran up, and right before he jumped to get the rebound, he boxed him out, made sure that he used his height advantage. There was no way that defender could get to the ball, and then Botts had an opportunity to actually get the offensive rebound, and he got the foul, and everything went back his way. And he drains a 3. Ari's been hot all night, and he just really caught fire. Nope, missed, but Trevor tries to get that rebound and can't. He gets out physicaled by Kennebrew, which I don't blame him. Most people do, but he's going to miss a 3, and it's not going to matter because we're going to get the ball back. Offensive rebounds do not matter if you do not capitalize on those opportunities, and that's something we have not seen McCallie do a lot of, but that's going to be 2 points. We finally get some insurance on this lead now. We have a 3-possession lead. We're almost to 4 if we can get a stop and a bucket. Waiting to see what they're going to do with this ball. I believe, yeah, we're going to have Bears ball. We're going back the other way. Nice. You know I'm a fan. You know, Jackson Ari has half our points tonight. At this point, I think we might know who our player of the game is. They're going to, what are they going to call? I think it's a timeout. Is that a timeout? Yeah, timeout. We have a timeout. Bradley Bears. It'll be 28-20. Since halftime, we have got some Geico up in here. A lot of insurance. Made a 3-possession lead instead of just 1. I feel a lot more comfortable in this now. All my life savings are going to come falling down from the roof. We can watch us persevere right after this break. Welcome back. We're getting right back to the action as we try to set up a screen, but D doesn't take the 3, and instead he'll dish it out to Botts. He'll get it outside corner. Ari for another 3, and this time he'll miss it. Frankly, he was due a miss, but at this point, that man's been on fire. Oh, what a steal by Ravion Taylor. He looked like Deion Taylor with the interception. Come on. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Look at this. Are you seeing the field generaling by Botts? Sitting around calling plays? It's just, wow. This is a smart team we're watching play here. We are watching a defensive chess match, and these two offenses are just trying to find a way to break open this pawn structure, because this defense that they set up is really just everything's coming together, and it's just a matter of seeing what can break walls. And that will be another shot for Taylor. 30-20, our first double-digit lead of the night for either team, and it will be the Bears. As it should be. Ramey and Taylor with his third foul. They might want to consider pulling him out for just a minute or two. You foul that much. Yeah, there it goes. Hey, I called it. There he goes. I don't know if you can see him. He's trotting off currently, going to the bench. And
He needs a little bit of a rest.
yeah, he deserves it, and he's got plenty of fouls, so he needs some time too. Marcius Daniels will be pulled in to replace him for the time being.
He's pretty fresh enough.
The only person on that court who plays better than number 21, Taylor, is a fresh, healthy Taylor. Jackson Ari with the rebound, but he lost it. I was about to compliment the mass rebounding skills of Jackson Ari on top of his 14 points, but he immediately turned it over. However, these are high schoolers. You'll see stuff like that all the time from these kids. If anything, high schoolers are the most inconsistent of people. I know it personally from my own chess endeavors. I won my first ever chess tournament ever, and then proceeded to go 1-4 in my next one. Hey, if I'm that inconsistent at chess, and that's a brain thing, these people are playing with their bodies. They have to practice all the time. You can't imagine the one-play chaos that can happen that can accidentally fall the wrong way of a random high schooler. From three, he's going to drain it. He has an inordinate amount of three-point shots for a man who only makes 36% from the field. Like, it's really insane. That man cannot hit a two, but he is their best three-point shooter and still has the lowest field goal percentage on their team. We are back here live from the Jim Schmitty. We have 2 minutes left in the third quarter, and we currently have a Bears lead, but it was our first double-digit lead of the night. McCallie has slowly cut back to make it a 6-point game, 30-24. I still think the Bears have this one pretty in the bag, though. I'm not saying it's over. It'll be a close, really competitive game, really, but I'm really confident in these Bears. This is a team that seems like they have a chip on their shoulder or not. That's a charge. Yeah, well, they're going to put up the line. Hey, I'll take it. Hey, I thought it was going to be against us, but since it ain't, hey, that's points. That's D. Reed, by the way, if the and one. But he misses the and one part of his and one, as we've seen way too many times tonight. And it's going to just be a 2-point play. Good defense by Ramion Taylor. Had every reason to get screened up and allow an open shot, but he just clamped. Travel. Well, they missed the three anyway. It won't matter. We're going to go back the other way. You can hear that student section of vibing, man. They are killing over there. Props to our Bear Nation. What a pass and catch, but they can't complete. We've seen that a few times from Trevor tonight. He's put someone on an absolute poster, but just can't finish. What a pass to number 3, but he's going to miss it too. Man, no one can finish a play tonight, and that'll be a brutal turnover. Bears ball. 32-24, Bradley Bears, 50 seconds left, anybody's game. I know. We've got an 8-point lead and about a little over 8 minutes left. Wow. He almost had the jump ball for that one. We have a newcomer into the game. J.D. Kirkpatrick's not a man we've seen on the court yet, but here he is. Him and his luscious locks. It's hard to miss. Number 30. D. Reed with a nasty move in the paint right off the glass and right to the rim. Oh, that, may I add, that's the 4th consecutive missed 3 by the Blue Tornado. What a bucket! D. Reed again. He's on a run. At the end of the 3rd quarter, 36, Bradley Bears, 24, Blue Tornado, 1 quarter to go. Welcome back. At the start of the 4th quarter with a 12-point lead for the Bears. I was making insurance analogies earlier on how we were stuck with a 1-possession lead and how we needed to add some insurance. Well, that 3rd quarter got us some. Oh, and you know who else has? Cameron Botts. He has had an incredible night. Really, we've had a few really notable nights that I wouldn't have predicted prior. Because the names everyone says beforehand on the Bears lineup is Trevor Carpenter, Ramian Taylor. But we've had some real position players step up tonight, such as Caden Botts, who has 8 points, and D. Reed, who really led the charge in that separation we saw in the 3rd quarter. Plus, Jackson Ari is the only reason we had the lead going in the halftime because he had 14 points. Like, we've had some real role players step up and show that this team is not a one-dimensional team and not a one-trick pony. This is a highly talented and should be a highly recruited group of people. This is a really talented group of teens here. It's really fun. This is a team we can follow the entire season. And a young one. We'll probably see them next season too. Oh, he's so open, you can't let that happen. Like, he could have sat there, cooked himself toast, buttered himself, and laid it in. It just wasn't good. Oh, Bradley ball. It'll be Bradley ball after an out of bounds on the Blue Tornado. For once, they'll not have D inbounding. Instead, they'll have bots doing that job. Daniel searching around. JD with his first points of the afternoon. And you can hear the students section chanting his name. I told you, you can't help but love those luscious locks, because the whole student section has just been encapsulated by them. And some good defense by these Bears. I'm not sure what they're going to call here. I think they're going to send him to the free throw line after some discussion. I don't think the refs knew initially either. No. They're going to discuss it, and they're just going to inbound it here. Oh, number 12 trying to make a move, but couldn't. But he left 22 wide open, but D with the great recovery speed, closing the gap, playing really vicious defense as he has all night. D with the rebound. If there was one player on our team who had one aspect of his game that was just disrespectfully underrated, it would be D's defense. It's in his name, and he's still just, no one gives him it. But like, he is one of the best defenders on the court. Every court he steps on, locks up any guard you put on him. Like, it's really impressive. And me personally, I've been watching him do this since middle school. I knew this was coming. Like, he was incredible at Lake Forest.
Like you said, defense is his middle name.
Yes. Oh, Caden Botts, the in and out. He's had a couple of really unlucky shots tonight that looked like they were just going to be drained, and it just in and out and walled its way into some voodoo magic out of there. If they like adjusted the field goal percentage to allow those out, I know it'd help him by like 20%. Like, yeah, more free throws from McCallie. You know, in the first half, almost all the fouls were on McCallie. By the end of the half, it was like a 3-to-1 ratio. It might have been more than that, how many fouls there was on McCallie compared to Bradley. So far this half, we're the more fouled team. It's a 6-5. Bears winning, well, really kind of losing, but they have more fouls than the Blue Tornado. Oh, D put the hard stop on him. D working on number 1, but he'll have to get rid of it. Caden Botts. Oh. JD, a fan favorite, Mr. Kirkpatrick. I'm not talking about the teacher, but I'm talking about the player, and he is really, really physical. And a 3 for Dylan Capazzo. Yes, that is his name. And I honor it because my brother's named Dylan. He's the GOAT, all right? So to Dylan's alike, he's doing him proud out there tonight. He's had a pretty good night. No, for the Bears, though, of course. Go Bears. There's a timeout. We're still going to be up by 13 at the break. 42-29. A little under 5 minutes left to go in this fourth quarter. We'll be right back after this break. Welcome back. D. Reed is going to be taking us back into the action of the fourth quarter. Your Bradley Bears are beating the McCallie Blue Tornado 42-29. Hopefully we can expand on it a little bit here. Look at the hustle of J.D. Kirkpatrick. I know he didn't get the rebound. I know he missed the shot. Discard that for a second. Did you see that? He went up there, tried to dunk it on him, didn't quite get it, went to get the offensive rebound, didn't get it, but he at least swatted it away to have a second chance at it, got it, went way back up, missed again, and then there was a foul. A lot of misconstrued, but he never gave up on the play. He went for that rebound 3 times. He went for the shot twice. And while he may have missed, he did never give up on the play. And to me,
one word to describe it: effort.
Effort and perseverance are some of the most impressive things you can find in a player. Just grind, and you can find it in hordes of Mr. Kirkpatrick. And the free throw will be missed, but they get the rebound. It will be out of bounds. The student section showing their grit once more, yelling about the overratedness of this Blue Tornado, and I agree. You know, I was a little worried about our luck tonight based off there being a tornado outbreak west of us, and we're playing a tornadic team, but so far it looks like there's only been a slight drizzle here in Cleveland. And I'm not talking outside, it's poured an actual rain. I'm talking about this blue tornado. Sky's looking oddly sunny, but this will be another timeout. It'll be 42-31, essentially 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. We'll be back after this break. Welcome back. We are about to try to extend this large lead we have on the Blue Tornado late. Fourth quarter, we have an 11-point lead. It's not huge, but it's definitely better than we had at any point in the first half of this game. Oh, D tried to put the hard stop and end up doing it on himself, broke his own ankles. It was really astounding. That was a good screen set up. Trevor's wide open, but he can't get it to him. D goes to avenge himself, goes for the highlight, and just misses. I don't mean to be derogatory, but with 3 and pretty much half a minute left, and you being up by the amount you are, you should be more focused on closing out the game than setting up highlights. Jackson Ari, he has been a little less hot in the second half, but you cannot discredit how much this man's affected this game. He has the only double-digit performance in the point column out of our Bradley Bears this evening. So far, actually, we have a player in Caden Bott, so if he gets a bucket at all, it's not a free throw, he'll get it, but, you know, we ain't there yet. He did miss his +1, which is what we've seen a lot today, a lot, but I think the reason we've won this game, well, one of the few reasons we've won this game, It's because we have absolutely boxed their best player. Like, Guillaume Boucher, I researched the Blue Tornado like crazy coming into this game, and everything was just gushing over this player. Specifically, number one is Boucher, and everyone loves him. Everyone loves him, thinks he's one of the most prolific scorers in the state. We have just boxed him. I don't think I've said his name more than 3 times if you disregard this little paragraph I've gave to him here. Like, where's he been? Like, it's been really, really impressive stuff by this Bradley Bears defense, shutting down the Stars.
You got to remember, Little Cock did break his ankles in the first half.
Oh, I know. He may not have actually completed the 3, but he did actually break his ankles. I'm talking to my cameraman man here, if you didn't know. He was reminding me of a highlight earlier. If I had a replay, I'd give it to you, where Trevor just shattered, ruined Boucher's ankles, but he missed the 3, so it wouldn't make the highlight reel anyway, but it was impressive nonetheless. Footwork, I love it. Another foul. I wish they'd just stay off the line and play like men. I don't know what to tell you. I know that like people are like, oh, they're not nearly as physical anymore nowadays with basketball. And back in my day, they used to draw swords on one another and stuff like that. But like, I'd way rather just see them continuously play than continuously go to the line. It's basketball, not a free throw contest.
Yeah, you got to really go back to the time when Jordan ruled, like Jordan in the NBA. Gotta go that style.
Let's see if we'll go 2 for 2. I wouldn't be surprised. No, he won't. Would you be surprised if I told you that the free throw percentage of this game is under 50%? I'm not sure if it is. I just feel like it is. I feel like we've seen more misses than makes.
You've made the right predictions for the free throws too. Most of them. Most of the predictions you made are right.
We've either been like, oh, and this is a potential and 1, and then never mind, they missed the and 1, or they could go 2 for 2 here, and then they only get 1 of them. Like, that's how it's been all night. Again, another missed free throw. I would say the Bears are missing opportunities here, but both teams are. Daniel, the 3. Giving him the jiggle, trying to get around. Leaves a man open, and he drains a 3. You know, if you have 3 people try to guard 1 man and you still can't guard him, you're probably going to give up some points. And that's what we saw here. However, we'll still got a 14-point lead right after this break. Back to you live from what appears to be a Bradley Bears stopping. With only 2 minutes left, the Bears are up by 14. In theory, this game's pretty over, except to see how much we win by. Trevor Carpenter with a sick bucket. But speaking of Trevors, I have you a Trevor, my cameraman, who I adore much, and he is huge, by the way. He's like 9 foot or something. It's Trevor Walker. He's here to join me in my broadcasting activities. What have you analyzed tonight, Trevor?
I've seen a lot of work from Trevor Carpenter. That's what really I've been looking at a lot lately.
Hey, a fellow Trevor. I really wish we had a Colin on the team. We almost do with Caden, but we ain't quite to a Colin yet. I promised you one of these days we're going to get a Colin on this team, and I'm just going to come back from wherever I am in the country calling games to watch these Bears so I can have a Colin to cheer for.
It looks like we got another foul on Bradley and another free throw for McCallie.
We've had quite a few of them. It's been, thankfully, they've missed almost all of their free throws, besides that one, of course. But, man, it's going to be a much scarier game in this second half if they were completing free throws.
See, I've noticed something very, very different from the last time we were doing this. It's getting more extreme. Like everybody's doing these extreme passes, this extreme footwork. Everything is going nuts. Even the student section is going extreme.
Well, since the last time that we announced the game, the first game we announced was the first game of the season. That was essentially the preseason game. This is why preseason games are used in the NFL, because they know that they're not really at their full capacity yet in game one. And then secondarily, during Thanksgiving, while we were getting stuffed on turkey and ham, these kids were having a tournament. That's right. They skipped Thanksgiving for a tournament here in the old Jim Schmitty. And they're on fire since, but both teams are. Oh
wow, what
that was a great steal.
Good steal.
And missed it. But anyway, what I was gathering to, these two teams have had every motivation in the world to figure out how to bust the offensive just board off this game, just because the defenses show up to play. Almost nobody scored in the second quarter, like not one person. We had a couple really fire shots to start off the first quarter, and then second half of the first quarter, and almost the entire second quarter, just nobody scored. And now the second half, we've seen that these Bears are smart, and they make adjustments, and that coaching staff is not stagnant. They identify holes, they sit there and they make experiments, and eventually in the second half, they exploit their findings.
And the score will tell you here, we have a 51 lead over McCallie with actually 25 seconds left in the whole game. So
we do have an 11-point lead over McCallie, but we do have 51 points. As McCallie has 40, and 51 minus 40 is indeed 11. 11 will be how many seconds we have left till I get done with this sentence, because now we have 10 seconds left.
Final countdown, y'all.
We're just draining this clock. I'm going to milk this thing because we have...
And Trevor goes for the three.
Trevor went to shoot for the three, but realized I'm just going to milk it.
And there's your winner.
Who needs a three? Go Bears! We're going to win.
Bradley Bears have won against McCallie. Not surprising to anybody in this court.
Well,
and we'll say so long for now. God bless, and go Bears.